It trips me out, all the platforms out there trying to act like the VADA test that Terrence Crawford took had some discrepancies or typos. Man, they just won't stop with the accusations that Terrence Crawford must be on something because he's looking ferocious. Anyway, I think David Benavidez should fight the winner of Canelo Crawford. I think the fight will be a blowout in Terrence Crawford's favor. Of course, if you've been watching this platform for any amount of time, you know that I think Terrence Crawford's going to go in there and be the first to stop Canelo. And I know Canelo's fans are out there about to scream every time I say that. But I want them to holler at me after the fight. Let's see if they still feel like screaming. And if they do feel like screaming, it'll be out of frustration. But say the fight isn't, if the fight's competitive, then you'll get a rematch and maybe a third fight. But I don't think that's going to happen. So David Benavidez should fight the winner, whether it's Crawford or Canelo. I think it's Crawford. I've said that, and we'll keep saying it until fight night. Should Canelo happen to win, I think David Benavidez beats Canelo. I don't think he stops Canelo, but I think he beat him maybe on points because he lets his hands go more than Canelo Alvarez lets his hands go. And that's the problem that I've had with Canelo these last couple fights. He doesn't seem to be busy enough. And he's not a one-punch knockout guy. Even he said that. So I don't know why people keep acting like this dude is hitting like George Foreman. He's not hitting like George Foreman. He can punch, but he's not a one-punch knockout guy. But if he let his hands go, then it'd be a whole different scenario with he and David Benavidez. And if he let his hands go with Crawford, it'd be a tougher fight. But I just don't think he is. I think he's going to be confused when he's fighting Crawford. I think if he fights Benavidez, he'll get frustrated. But I still think that David Benavidez should get the winner of the Canelo versus Crawford fight, or the Crawford, excuse me, versus Canelo fight. Why not give him a chance? And I think Turkey will probably try to make that fight happen. I think Benavidez has a fight coming up, doesn't he? But I forget who. But if he does, I don't see Benavidez losing whoever it is. The guy's really talented. And I always thought David Benavidez should have played in Creed 3 because he looks more like a heavyweight than his brother. And I think probably the only reason he didn't play in Creed 3 because I guess the height difference would have made Jonathan Majors and Michael B. Jordan look real small, and they didn't want the one heavyweight to look so big compared to them, so they got the guy closer to their weight. But there's no way that David Benavidez's brother looked like a heavyweight in that fight, in that movie, Creed 3. I'm off topic, but, David Benavidez should get his shot no matter who wins, and it's only right. It's fair. The people want to see it. A lot of people rather see Benavidez fight Canelo than Crawford Canelo. I'm not one of them. I definitely would rather see Crawford in the ring with Canelo. I think the drama's more intense. The suspense is more intense. Anytime you get Crawford in the ring, it's going to be exciting because the dude hates to lose. Anybody that hates to lose is going to be hard to beat, and he's going to be very exciting to watch. I'm not saying Benavidez doesn't hate to lose, but Terrence Crawford has that kind of if you go watch his YouTube platform, you see he's competing at little board games. He gets in constant arguments with people about, little stuff, about the moon. He gets in arguments about everything because he's competitive. He plays football. They throw a pass. He's arguing about that. He's bragging about the dude is a competitor. It's hard to beat a man like that. It really is. It really is. I've known people in real life that hate to lose. Very hard to beat them. And if you do, it's hard to repeat that. But, Give Benavidez his chance to beat Canelo. I don't want to hear about no more PED talk because it's just kind of getting redundant. And it's just like you're looking for something. I don't know if they're trying to derail the fight before it happens or what. Or some people just don't like to be wrong. So if they start out with the premise that Terrence Crawford was on something, rather than just saying, hey, I was wrong, now they got to follow through with it because their ego won't let them say, hey, maybe I was wrong. Boxing is filled with a lot of ego. And you can understand why fighters have egos because it's a solo sport. It's not a team sport. So you're in the ring by yourself, though you got a team in your corner. And outside the ring, you got family out there watching, you got fans, but you're the only one in the ring taking the punches. So a lot of these guys have egos, and it's hard for them to admit a loss or something like that. And, you can kind of understand that mentality. But for YouTubers making videos, why are you so hung up on your point that you can't admit you're wrong or you could be wrong or. Some dudes will just stick to it. You could show them proof right in their face that they're wrong and they'll still have a twist to it because ego. Ego. But that's all I got to say about that. Benavidez deserves to fight the winner of Canelo versus Crawford, and I hope it happens. If Canelo loses, which he will, Benavidez should still fight Canelo. Should Canelo wish to continue his career, he should still fight Benavidez. He doesn't want to walk off into the sunset without giving the boxing heads out there what they want to see. Give the people what they want to see. There's no harm in that. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's the J Roos Theory. Hit up the Cash App, $J Roos33, backup channel in WJ. You can follow me on Instagram, the J Roos Theory. Over there too, LSR forever. And be fearless. Yay. And remember, Yeshua reigns supreme.